Hey guys, I'm Dave. This is Hazel. Thanks for being with us.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now.
Welcome everyone. On today's episode, we're going to cut down some dead oak trees, harvest them, get them loaded up into the trailer, haul them back to the house where we do some splitting. This is the wood yard. So settle back, grab a beverage, and stick with us. Alright, we're here at the entrance of the property, and the good news is the snow that came through this area must have melted and then refroze, so I don't have to do much plowing. So we're just kind of walking through the gate here. But the roof of our barn is kind of steep, and all the snow on the top of the barn came off. I'll show you here, and made a great big pile in front of the door, so I'm gonna have to plow through that. But good news is I get to get started right away. I don't have to waste a couple hours plowing. I don't have a fancy snowblower or anything, so I have to use the bucket on the tractor, and it's kind of a slow process. But here's the old barn. Flip you around. Kind of a neat barn, and then great big pile of snow there. So I'll get after it. All right, let's look inside here. Here's the old tractor. So, pretty old barn, but keeps the snow off the tractor, and yeah, it makes do for now. All right, just got the tractor loaded up here with my saws and various tools that I'll need. I know this isn't the most efficient way to carry things on a tractor, but I think a lot of guys will tell you that the grapple is the most useful implement you can get, and there you go. Here's another use for the grapple. Just carrying my tools. Really like this grapple, by the way. It wasn't the most expensive one, but here's who makes it. A company here in Wisconsin called Stihl. Yeah, I'm sure there's better grapples out there, but you know, for a tractor, this one was very affordable and lightweight, and so this is the model number. Offhand, I don't have the specs on it, but I remember getting a skid steer grapple at first and just about tipped the tractor over, and so had to get something lighter. But this thing has been great so far. Yeah, so if you guys are wondering about getting a grapple for your tractor, that's a no-brainer in my book. All right, we are out here in the woods. The sun is out, so gotta have the shades on. But I'm out here where I've been working, and like I said, cleaning up some of these dead oak trees. And before I get started, I'm gonna take you on a little walk here and show you the situation, basically how I look at the trees and which ones I decide to cut down. I'm not sure the camera is going to show this real well, but I'll try to show you basically what I can see. The treetops, I look up and I look for the buds. You know, and the ones that are really dead, obviously the bark is off, so those are easy, but there are some that, you know, may have died last summer, and you know, basically what we're dealing with there is you just look for the buds. So I'll try to see if I can get it on camera. So let's go for a little walk here. This is where I was working a couple weeks back. So by the way, this is a food plot area, so I can get in here pretty easily. Kind of a neat food plot. It's like a golf course almost. Takes a dog leg to the right up there. But it allows for a lot of food for the deer. So just walk in here a little ways. This was a big one that I took down right on the edge. It was the easy one. Put my foot up here so you can see how big it is. I don't know, was that almost 2 feet in diameter, I suppose. All right. So just kind of looking here. I'm going to zoom in. So that tree right there, you can see some of the dead bark. That one's dead. But then here's a tree right next to it that appears to be alive to me. If you look up, whoops, sorry guys. Not a very good cameraman. You can see some buds. Let's walk a little further. So this is a pretty heavily used deer trail here. There's a deer bed. Make sure I keep this open for the deer. Yeah, I never know. Here's like a dead tree top from one I cut down. Probably should harvest that. Some decent wood in there. You never know, what's worth your time. So yeah, here's a pretty heavily used trail. Okay, here's an example of a dead one. And you can see no buds. And some bark on that one. And then right next to it, this one here, and the one next to it. Tough call on those, I don't know. I'm gonna let them sit because they still look good to me, but basically I just take my time and kind of work my way through it. Now here's, this one's a super no-brainer. Obviously that leaner there. I'm not sure I can get the tractor in here, maybe. But that one there, that one's ready to burn. Oh yeah, these are all dead. Unfortunately, these guys are all dead right here. Some really good lumber. I think what I might do is come around this. Okay, there's another road over here. Oh, the snow is deep. Oops. Show you this little road that actually connects up to that food plot. So I'm going to bring the tractor here, and then, boy, I should be able to get quite a few of these. Oh, there's a blowdown over there. I'll have to get that one. Well, you know how things don't always go as planned? Well, here's maybe a lesson in what not to do. But I'll explain what happened here. So I got that tree down nice, lined it out in the food plot. It was leaning perfect, so it was easy. Then I came back here, and these two, it's like a kind of a twin tree. Looked like it was leaning the right way, but I didn't quite make my cuts right, and this one started going to the right of my foot and got hung up on that tree, which I thought I had room to get it clear. Didn't. So it kind of snowballed on me. Luckily all these trees are dead in here, so I got my work cut out for me. But I got that one kind of pre-cut, and it got hung up on a big one over there, and there was two over here, and all said and done I got a pretty big tangle, and I didn't get it on film because I was pretty afraid of what was going to happen. But it all worked out, and I just got to get the tractor in here and chop all this up. But I'll show you this huge dead one here. So yeah, so a couple dead ones right there. That one got hung up on me, so I had this great big domino effect going. And then, so this guy was leaning away from the food plot, but into the trees I got hung up. And you can see she's all rotted in the center. Totally dead. But that's a big tree. That's over, I don't know, let's see, that's an 18-inch bar. You know, a good 2-footer. Really big one, and it ended up just taking them all down. And luckily, right there is a road that I can get on, but the snow is super crusty, and it's gonna take me a little work to get the tractor in there. I might have to like plow it. It just kind of wants to get hung up on things, but so that's what I got. I'm gonna try to get some. I'll maybe get this one on film. That guy's dead, and these two. I want to say that nice pine there. It's a beauty, white pine. So yeah, this is just kind of part of the process. Creating some habitat. We'll probably make this into some deer bedding. I'm not sure what'll happen here, but let's get this cleaned up. Alright, that's going to wrap it up for today. If you liked the video, hit subscribe, hit the little bell, or hit like. I'll catch you next time. Again, this is Dave and Hazel. Take care, everybody.